Here's college advice I wish I knew when I started. I just graduated UCSB a few months ago. I've been there for 4 years and it was honestly the best experience ever. I personally did not like high school, so I was just waiting to go to college. I have a lot to say. This is gonna be part 1 and then I'll have part 2 come out right after. The 4 topics that I'm going to talk about in this video is first week of college, making friends, boys, and mental health. And the second video, the part 2 I'm going to post, is campus involvement, study strategies, and balancing social and school life. Alright, so first week of college, my number 1 thing that everyone always told me was like, do not buy the textbook full priced. Wait to see if you can find an online version or a free version or buy a used copy, because I promise you after you're done with that class you're never touching that textbook. So it's not worth spending $100 each for each textbook for each class. So just save your money. The next one is to go to the events that the school throws. There will be a lot of like welcome events specifically for freshmen, or if you're a transfer student as well. And then I know in the dorms usually they also have events, so like go to those, meet people. I know it's a little awkward, but everyone else also feels the same awkwardness. And there's always like free stuff, so like if you're not going to meet people, go there for the free stuff. The next thing is that when you go to class, like the first week, make sure you make a friend. Like whether they're just a study buddy or they become a friend, like get someone's number, get someone's Instagram. They're gonna be sitting next to you. All you have to do is be like, hey, do you want to be study buddies? Can I get your number? Like the number, it's so easy. I know it's like a little weird, but it's like realistically there's gonna be times when you miss class and you need to text someone to be like, yo, like what did we learn in class today? That's why you get at least like a class buddy. The next thing is to find your class building before, like a couple days before, a couple hours before your first class. Do not wait till 5 minutes before your class to try to find your building, because that is stressful, or at least for me it's always stressful. So I make sure at least the night before I know exactly where my class is, exactly where I'm going. And honestly, the first week of college, like you're just reviewing the syllabus, so there might be a little bit of homework, but it's not really that lecture heavy. And then the one thing about college that's different from high school is like no one's gonna be chasing you down for these assignments and these deadlines, so like you need to make sure that you're on top of these deadlines. Next topic we have is making friends. This is probably the most stressful thing ever, but I think the more stress you put on it, the worse you feel. My thing is like the first month of college, like everyone's in the same boat, everyone's trying to make friends, so just meet as many people as you can. You're not gonna vibe with everyone, just try to be as social as you can without draining yourself, because that's the worst. I've seen like some people at the dorms, like they'll have little whiteboards outside their room and they'll like drop their Insta or drop their number or have like funny prompts, and people will come and like, you know, interact with them, or they'll leave their door open so they can meet people. That's also another way I've heard a lot of freshmen do it. I personally did not ever live in the dorms. My freshman and sophomore year I lived in a sorority house, and then my 3rd and 4th year I lived in off-campus apartments, so my experience was a little different because I started during COVID, so I don't have the whole dorm experience. And then one thing I do want to say is that like if you want someone to be your friend really bad, but you feel like you're putting in too much effort and you're not really receiving effort from them, just drop it. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, maybe you'll get it one day. Third topic we have is boys. I don't know, I'm not gonna say too much on it because obviously like it's college, have fun, do whatever. But let me just say, number 1, dating apps are interesting in college. I think it really depends which college you go to because the environment is very different. I went to like a pretty big party school, so hookup culture was really big there, which kind of sucked for the lover girls. But what would I say? When it comes to boys, I'm like, yeah, it's fun to go on dates, it's fun to have crushes, but like just have your priorities straight, because at the end of the day I've seen way too many girls who are only boy obsessed, and I'm like, girl, you're here for your degree, you're not here to just chase boys all day long. So that's all I have to say on that. Also, if you've never been in a relationship and you're going to college, like don't feel alone, because that was me. I didn't have my first relationship until like junior year of college, so don't stress out. I know that was something I was a little stressed out about, but like you're good, girl. And then the 4th thing I wanted to talk about was mental health. We do not like burnout. If you've gone through high school, you might have experienced burnout. I hope you didn't, but if you have, you know what I'm talking about. Burnout is like the worst thing ever. So honestly, like, just find your outlet. For me, it was going to the gym, going on like daily sunset walks. I love the fact that our school was by the beach. Like, I would get up at 5 a.m. and watch the sunrise. Some people are gonna think that's crazy, but to me, like, that was my time to myself. No one else was up at that time. It was peace, quiet, and something about sunrises and sunsets, like, it just hits so deep. But that was my way to relax and to stop myself from burning out. And then also like meditating, journaling, and then yoga as well were my other 3 outlets. But like, just find what works for you because you're gonna need it. That's my yapping for part 1, and then I'm gonna drop part 2 in a couple of days, so make sure to subscribe. And then on my first TikTok, which is Dylan Diary, I have a bunch of like UCSB content on there, but my second account, Dylan Diary 2, is my new one that I'm starting up, that's more on like self-help, motivation, and then also like a little bit career focused. I'm having some like day in the life vlogs. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in part 2 hopefully. Bye.